Hello YTPC, Cass the Piper Cassidy here. How you doing? What about you? Doing alright. This is just a quick chat, an update really. A check-in if you will. It's Friday evening, it's about 5:30 and I've finished my duties for the day and I've run a few errands that needed to be done, so I thought I'd check in. So look at this. It's a acorn, I think they call them the little devil or cutty devil, Missouri meerschaum cob, and another one too, but I ordered forever stems and they were way too thick. That's how thick they were and they wouldn't go in, so I had to use a Dremel tool and really go at it, and it's a bit of a hack job. As you can see, it doesn't look good, but it works. So fits with my standard, very low. So in this little acorn, little devil cutty, whatever it's called, I'm smoking Peter Stockyby's Kentucky Maroon, or other people know it as Kentucky Nugget. And this isn't a review, we're just doing a wee check-in. And we have some new equipment. There's a ring light that I bought and a phone holder for the camera. And I'm also not using my wife's laptop anymore for the camera. I'm using my iPhone. So front-facing camera or rear-facing camera, the camera that's better, you're meant to use 12 megapixels or something. And here's a little remote control which controls the camera, and there's another control here which controls the lights. I mean, look, it's like we have a disco here. We can go for a blue light, slightly cooler look, or there's a darker kind of tan look, or the white. So I'll go with the white to begin with. So I've only really started smoking this and it's nice. I'm not doing a review on this, this is just a check-in. I wanted to do it's more therapy for me as well. We'll touch on that why it is later. But first of all, I want to say thanks if you've subscribed to the channel. It's been just over a week and a half now, I think. 11 days or so, I don't know. And there's about 70 of you, and that's great. And I can't thank you enough for, subscribing and liking and all the comments. Everyone's been sending comments and it's been great. Obviously, can't thank you enough for your support. I've had a couple of shout outs. Mick from Dublin Pipe we've already mentioned. Thank you so much again. But there's been another one from Smoking Cardboard. I can't thank you enough. Such flattery as well. He says that I know more about tobacco and pipes than he does. Well, such flattery, and thank you genuinely from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for that shout out. I've had a few people come over from your channel. So far so good. And I've really enjoyed your videos. I've also been talking to Victoria and Piper, exchanged emails with great guy, just a bit of chat, and I had an idea maybe of, so original this idea, maybe having a Zoom meeting with some UK pipers or even you pipers across the pond in the US. I'm not fussy. So I want to organise that at some point soon, to have a Zoom meeting and record our conversation, and we'll see how people enjoy that. Another person from the YTPC I don't think he makes content, but his name's Alex. I'll not say his surname in case he doesn't want his surname floating about YouTube, but Alex, thank you very much. He had watched my last review on St. Bruno, and I touched on the kinds of aromatics I like to smoke, which are not the fruity ones, but more the caramelly, chocolatey, nut type ones. And he reckons he has a couple of, or one particular hazelnut aromatic that I would really benefit from trying, which is made by, who did he say, Sutliff, I believe. Which we basically find it very hard to get here. He also said he was going to send some Lane Limited 1Q, another couple of Sutliff blends, and plum pudding, which I've always wanted to try. For me to get it from a guy just like that, he's reached out and said he would like me. I'll review every single one of them. Thank you very much. Plus, you happen to let me know that it's your birthday on the 4th of November, Alex. I was at the post office this afternoon, and there's a package on its way to you, kind sir. Just to thank you for thinking of me and sending all those tobaccos. That's far too much, so I thought I'd return the favour. Now, it's not tobacco, but I'll have you know it's pipe and tobacco related, and you know, I think you'll be happy. So I just wanted to get that out of the way and say thank you. Smoking Cardboard, brilliant channel, check it out if you haven't. I'll put a link in the description for Smoking Cardboard actually. And thank you to Alex, thank you to Victorian Piper, who I've been speaking to recently. You guys are wonderful, all of you. You know you're brilliant. We are brilliant. The YTPC, it's a positive influence on everyone who's in it, I expect. And I certainly feel like it's a brilliant therapy, if you will, to be able to chat and stuff like that. A couple of things in my life at the minute are pretty upside down. I have an elderly relative who had a stroke yesterday morning, my nanny, and she's in hospital now, but she's in the right place. She's in a stroke ward, but obviously with COVID, we're not allowed to visit her. And she's lost her speech, she can't speak, but apparently she's responding to verbal instructions normally, and she's writing stuff down, so she's not lost her marbles entirely. So just a matter of time, I'm sure, before I'm able to see her, but I'm just worried about my mum. That's her ma, so we call your mum your ma in Ireland, your ma, and your da is your dad. I'm sure you've heard that. Scotland too. If you've ever read any Irvine Walsh, is it? The novel, he wrote Trainspotting, Skag Boys, whatever the book was called, Skag Boys. But the movie Trainspotting is based on, the book Trainspotting is based on. You want to read those books. It's written in the Scottish slang, kind of, which is basically the same as people from Ireland, Northern Ireland especially, we talk like that too sometimes. But so hopefully this is just to touch base. I'm going to be doing a couple of reviews very shortly. I'm really quite excited about them. The next couple of reviews will be Royal Yacht, one of my favourites, and then also there's a Samuel Gawith Kendall Mayer's Royal Selection Chocolate Flake. It's a mainly Virginia. There's a bit of everything in it. It's Virginia, there's Latakia, I think there's Orientals, Turkish, and it's very slightly topped. There's a bit of there's burley in there too to help with the chocolate flavour. Very lightly topped. when you smoke it, it's almost as if your stem becomes a bit of dark chocolate. It's just a very unusual aromatic. I wouldn't even call it an aromatic, but I'm looking forward to doing that one. One of my favorites. I've also moved the shed around a bit. I have a bit more room. I was gonna have the camera facing the other way, but that's just a wooden wall. It's not very interesting. I'm sure you don't want to see all the crap behind me either, but maybe I'll stick some pipe related posters up on the wall behind me, and you know, maybe that'll be more interesting. Really like this Kentucky Maroon, or Peter Stockyby's Kentucky Nugget or Kentucky Maroon. Very nice. Try it if you haven't. But that's about it for now, guys. I just wanted to pop in and say hello. Enjoy your Friday night. I don't drink that much, so don't go overboard, you know. No drinking and driving. I'm watching. Be careful and be safe, and I'll speak to you soon. Have a good weekend. I've been Cass Piper Cassidy. Thank you, YTPC. Speak to you soon.